Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another install on the Ghost Bison. We're going to be installing the FitCamX. This is the 4K version. We also have the rear view camera that we're going to put up. I believe that is 1080p. From what I understand, it's a good product. It looks OEM once you install it. We're going to go ahead and get into the install process and see how that's gonna go. I'm a big fan of having cameras in my vehicle. I have the Wolfbox 900 inside my Tacoma. I really love that. I use that for footage all the time. So I'm looking forward to see how the FitCamX is gonna do in the new Ghost Bison. So let's get to it. Let's start on this install. Going over the items you get whenever you get this product. You get this suction cup phone mount thing, which I'm not going to use. The harness that hooks into your rear view mirror. We'll get to that. You have your rear view camera that has some adhesive on the back here. You have your clips to manage your wires, which we may or may not use. Then of course we have the main unit here. And then you have your user manual with your QR code, and then a QR code to the actual apps. I'm going to be using the Google one. And then of course you have your pry tool for your trims and tucking a wire. So we're in the Ghost Bison. So what we're gonna do is look at our rear view mirror and see what we need to take apart to get this project started. So I'm gonna tilt my rear view mirror down, give me a little bit more room to work with here. We're gonna take our pry tool that came with this and just start prying around the corners. Start at the edges, work your way down and around. Easy enough. Pull down on it. This has those clips that's in there. And then this just slides straight down. So take our harness here. Then we're going to disconnect it on this side. There's a little lever here on top. You can see that. Pull down on that, pull it out. So we got our regular OEM connection here, the harness that was provided. We're going to plug that into there. We're going to take the other end of that harness, plug it back into the spot where we pulled it from. You want to make sure that this wire is kind of tucked back up in here, kind of like that. That'll work for me. And then we have our actual connection there. So with the FitCam, you have the actual rear view camera where that connects, and then you have the other connection, and this is to power the camera. We're going to use that connection here. That clicks right in. It hits arrow to arrow. We're going to go ahead and take off this back piece just like we took off the front one. You can squeeze in these clips, pull down, come straight off. Get you a better look at that. Again, we're gonna take the wire not labeled rear camera. We're gonna line up those lines and then plug it in. I'm gonna make sure that this cable here goes to whatever side that I wanna run the rear camera cable on. I'm gonna run it to my passenger side. So I want to make sure it's on my passenger side. And that's a nice fit already. I'm going to go ahead and take my cable here that says rear camera. I'm going to go ahead and connect that. Just like we connected the other camera, we're going to line up the lines and push that in. I'm going to take off this rear camera because it has another connection point here. Sometimes removing the rear camera just makes it easier to run those wires where you need them to go. I'm going to show you how I'm going to run the wires for the rear camera. It might be kind of hard to see, but where your factory connection goes into right there, it will go into the headliner already. So we're just going to take this cord, run it up through the headliner past this so it's not sticking out the sides over here. So we're just going to run it up to the headliner, and then we're going to run it to our passenger side. So I pulled it back down a little bit. Take this cable, stuff it up in here. That is a good fit. Once you run that cable and you're happy with the placement, you can go ahead and start clipping this unit back in. It's super interesting because these two pieces look almost identical. One's the OEM, one's the aftermarket. So I think this is the aftermarket one. Yeah, this is the aftermarket one. So now we're gonna finish running our cables. This is also where your pry tool can come in handy too. If you're not comfortable sticking your fingers into the headliner, you can take part of your pry tool and use that to kind of push that cord up in the headliner as well. But like how I have this, I have a tag hanging out here for the rear camera. I'm gonna push that further back up in there so I don't have to worry about seeing that tag, because that will drive me crazy. And we're gonna keep going. Now we're just going to take this wire and run it on the inside of this grommet. You can actually, yeah, just on the inside of this grommet. You can't get underneath to the top of there. So just run to the inside of this grommet. We're going to continue with the cable here, run it through the B pillar up here. Then once again, you can use the pry tool that was provided. Push it back down up in there. Hey, quick question. If this is the B pillar, would this be the C pillar? I don't know. Let me know if you know down in the comments. So I've been thinking about how I wanted to run this, and what I think I'm gonna do now that I look at it, I'm gonna run it across up top here, keeping it up top. My excess wire I'm gonna put in this corner here, and then I'm gonna run the cable all the way here, then find a place to put it back here. Well, the challenge with putting it back here is I gotta figure out what's not gonna obstruct my view, even though I have that tire back there in the back. Ideally, it would go right here in the middle where you can see everything. Since I have this tire back here, I may put it higher up on this side and then see how it looks from there, because I still want to be able to open this window. And if I put it where I know that I can see everything right here, I won't be able to open this window as much as I want to. Even if I do ever open this window, I still want to be able to open up the window is the point. So I may just put it right here and see what it looks like. Run this wire a little bit more. And this connects just like the front ones connect. Line, connect up. Before I put it down permanently, I'm going to start the vehicle and start the app and make sure that this camera is where I want it to be. I think this will work out great, but I just want to verify before I go ahead and mount it at this location. One thing to mention too, whenever you get this device, it does come with a mini USB. That is 100, if you can see that, 128 gigabytes. And it just goes into the side here. So we have our rear camera here. As it's connecting, you can see me. It's still trying to connect to the Bison. All right, you see me, so that's good. So let's see that we put it in the location we want it at. If we're gonna get good visibility. If it would stop trying to connect to the Bison, it would be great. All right, so I'm gonna take it all the way over to the edge here along this line. Who knew that goes up and down like that? I like that there's a blue light on this end, so you can tell that it's on. This side up. Level, make sure it's where I want it to be at. One thing to note with this camera, it is not waterproof, so putting it outside wouldn't be a good idea. Having it inside the cabin is probably your best bet. And that's it for the install. Telling from the front, you can barely tell that there's a camera there. Especially if you're further back from it. It looks very OEM. Let's just look at the back here. Don't mind the mess. But you can barely see the camera up there in the corner. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more mods. There's more mods to come to the Ghost Bison. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but it's coming. All right, so stay tuned, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.